don't think I'm trying to imply that all the problems of Africa are solved. I can tell you they're not. There's still needs that are there. But guess what? There's still needs in America. And so when we think of this, we understand that God is doing something very awesome in us and pushing us out that we may go into the different parts of the world and put that light there. The second thing this lady did is that she began to sweep the floor and clean it up, do something. She's going to look through it. I remember years ago that my wife lost a setting out of a ring. I bought her a ring for Christmas, and it probably was one of those cheap ones that I bought, and the glue didn't stick very well, you know, and it fell. Anyway, the setting fell out of the ring, and we had to clean house. I've been married long enough now. We've been married, well, I don't know. And when we first got married, I could never understand that we'd have this clean house, but her mom would be coming, or my mom would be coming, and we'd have to clean the house. And I said, but the house is clean. No, there's nothing wrong. Oh, yeah, there's some stuff laying around, my stuff. And, you know, but she'd want to clean the house. And then I've learned a little bit. You just clean the house, guys, and go along with the process. But this lady calling others to, and I see her cleaning the house. And I thought, Lord, what are you telling us? And I see something in here I want you to, because it's right where you are in your mission scheme development. It's right where you are in your goal, Pastor, of what you're wanting to accomplish, and right where you are in your church. You don't reach the lost without effort.
That's right.
You don't do it. It's going to cost you if you're going to reach the lost. There's going to be somebody that's going to have to get up and sweep the floor.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, I don't like sweeping the floor. I mopped the floor the other day. Mopped it, waxed it. Oh man, I did good. Almost. What am I telling you? That if we are going to be passionate about those that are lost, if we understand the value of the coin, if we understand the value of that which has been lost, it's going to take some effort, it's going to take some money, it's going to take some sweat, it's going to take get up off the couch, it's going to take some getting involved in the circumstances of the lost. Yeah, they're there, but they're lost. They don't know it. Lost either because they wandered, or because somebody was careless, or because they were mad and angry and walked away. Thirdly, I look at this father. In that culture that day, when that son walked away from that home, he also violated the rules of the community. It wasn't just a slam against the dad and anger against the dad. It became an anger and a slam against that whole village. That whole community was there. And in that setting, if they saw him coming back, the first thing they had done was pick up stones and stoned him. So he'd been one dead dude when he got back. And here we see him as he's gone. Now look, when you see that picture, then picture him. He has gone and he spends everything he has. And then he begins to be in want, desperation. Things begin to settle in around him. And he says, wow, you know, what am I going to do now? All my friends are gone. Some of you, I get a feeling, have been there. You know what it's like to be in a place where you look around and there's nobody that calls it. Man, I just had a flashback in my mind of a preacher friend of mine. His daughter had walked away from God, got out into horribleness of sin, got to the place where she'd been used and abused, and came to the place that she was able finally to literally run away from where she was. And she came to a Methodist preacher's home and knocked on his door. Said, I'm a preacher's daughter, I need help. That point of desperation, point of coming to the place of absolute despair. And where do you turn? Who do you go to? And all of the shame and all of the guilt that rises and falls upon you. You say, I can't go any farther. In that point of desperation, this man comes to himself and he says, my dad's servants have it better than I do. My dad's hired hands have it better than I do. The people who just live off of my dad's farm, they're in a better place. Perhaps Dad will take me back. Then let me switch it back to the picture of Dad. Every day I think that he was going out and he was looking. I wonder if this is going to be the day my boy comes home. I wonder if this is going to be the day that my son realizes how much I love him, and how much I care for him, how much I'm concerned for him. I know he doesn't want to talk to me, and I know he's angry at me, but I wonder if this is going to be the day that he'll turn and come back. As I looked at that picture, I felt that God was speaking to my heart and saying, be faithful in what you're doing. Be faithful in your prayers. Be faithful in your walk with God. Be faithful in your faith. Be faithful in all the concerns of your life. Be faithful, because I can tell you, friends, that if that dad had not been faithful to stand there, that when that son came back, there would not have been the welcoming. But because he was faithful, then that son, when he came back, he found the Father whose arms was open. Oh, I know we're looking at the earthly Father. Can I tell you about a Heavenly Father? A Heavenly Father that He doesn't care where you've wandered. He doesn't care how far you've wandered. He really doesn't care what you've been involved in. He doesn't care anything about your past, because He has a way of taking you and saying, I've got a new robe to put on you. I've got a new pair of shoes to give you. I've got a new ring to give you. You who are lost are coming home. Guess what? We're going to have a party because you come back. That's what happens when heaven rejoices, when you come back Him, when the lost are found. It's that rejoicing. I thought this was a mission service. Oh, yeah. Revelations, it tells us that there's going to be those from every tongue, even from Hawaii, that's going to be there. Every tongue, every nation, every place in the world, they're going to be coming and rejoicing. When you talk about something that's going to be fun, I can't hardly wait to get to heaven, because of all the excitement and all the things. Why? Because this gospel shall be preached in all the world, and then shall